For the following data sets, find the median, lower and upper quartiles, interquartile range, and draw a box and whisker plot. So here we've got one set of data, and here we've got another set of data. So looking at the data separately, first we need to write them in ascending order from the lowest to the highest. So doing that, 4.2, cross off if you do it, 4.5, 5.1, 5.6, 6.7, 7.5, 7.8, 8.9 and 9.1. Now you've got them in a list. There are 9 values altogether, so the middle one will be the 5th value, which is this one here. So we call that Q2, and that's called the median. Now, very easy, once we do this, to split it into quartiles. Here, if we draw a line, it will be what's known as the lower quartile, so it's going to be in between, exactly halfway in between these two values, so we need to work out 4.5 plus 5.1 over 2 is 4.8, and the upper quartile will be here, so we'll draw a line in there, and again it will be halfway between these two values, so we need to do 7.8 plus 8.9 divided by 2, which is 8.35. This is the lowest value, and this is the upper value. So the median will be 6.7, Q1 the lower quartile 4.8, the upper quartile 8.35. The interquartile range is the upper quartile minus the lower quartile, which is 8.35 minus 4.8, which is 3.55. Doing the same for the other set of data. Now we have an even number of items, so 10 items in this one. So putting them in order of size, 6, crossing off as we go along, 9, 11, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 23 and 25, and the median now is in between 2, so we've got 15 plus 16 divided by 2, which is 15.5. We can very easily see that this one here is the lower quartile, Q1, which is 11, and we can see that the 20 here is the upper quartile, Q3. This is the lowest value, lower value, and this is the upper value. So the median is 15.5, Q1 is 11, Q3 is 20, and the interquartile range will be Q3 minus Q1, so 20 minus 11, which is 9. Now we're asked to draw a box and whisker plot, so you really should do this on graph paper. So writing out all the information from the data, lower value, lower quartile, median, upper quartile, upper value, and the same for the other one. I'm going to draw them both on the same set. So in order to do that, I need to draw on a line here. So working out the scale carefully. So I need to put on 4.2, I need to put a line, and I need to go along to 4.8, and then I'm going to jump to Q3 and start there, and this one will be the upper value, 9.1. In the middle here, I'm going to draw a box, hence the name box and whisker plot, and wherever the median is, 6.5, I'm going to draw a line. So lower value, Q1, Q2, Q3, and upper value. I'm going to do the same for the other one. This is probably a bit easier. 6 to the lower quartile, which is 11. And then I'm going to start at the upper quartile, which is 20, go along to 25, drawing a whisker there, and then I'm going to draw the box in, and then I'm going to put the median at 15.5. Okay, so if we got them both on the same set of axes here, then we can actually see that obviously the range of this one is much smaller than the range of that one. This is much more spread out than this one, and that's one of the main things we can tell by just looking at the diagram. This is called a box and whisker plot. It needs to have some sort of scale on the bottom for it to be meaningful. Now these can actually be drawn, and all this information can be found on your calculator. So jump into our calculator. Now the calculator is already in a spreadsheet mode, and I've already entered in the data set A here and the data set B here. So the first thing I'm going to do before going any further is put a label for the list. I'm going to call this A and this one B. Okay, and now I'm going to do menu, statistics, stats calculation, one variable statistics, number of list, one. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to do X list one. I want to put it in C, which is the next available list, and then press OK. Okay, didn't like something there. Do the same for the other ones to see what happened there, and do menu, statistics, stat calculations, one variable statistics, number of lists, and I'm going to be in B, and I want 1, and I want to put that. I've used C, I've used D, so I need to put that in the next one available, which is E. Doesn't like the name of the list, but never mind. Okay, it's still done it, I think. Okay, let's go down for this is the results for the first set of data. So if we look here at the minimum, these values here, or both sets of data, you've got 4.2 here, 4.8, 6.7, 8.35, and 9.1. And for the second set, these are all numbers from here: 6, 11, 15.5, 20, 25. What the calculator didn't like is me labelling the lists A and B. So we'll just leave it like that. However, if I want to do the box and whisker plots, so if I click here and I click to add a variable, I need to label the list. So it's a bit of a vicious circle, really. So press A here. So this is going to give me data set A. If I want it as a box and whisker plot, I can got one or two things I can do. I can click like that and do box plot. Press number 1. Or I can do menu, plot type, box plot, okay, and it will do the box plot for you. And then if I change the data for B now, because it's already in box plot mode, there is the data for B. So this has been going to this. These are the screenshots of what we've done. What I should say is this. What I should say is this. If I go back to the calculator again, if you hover the thing on there, that will give me the lower value of the second data, the Q1, the median, Q3, and the highest value. So you can actually do it from the calculator like that. Okay, so this has been a video to show you how to find the mean, upper quartile, lower quartile, interquartile range, and how to draw a box plot, and how to actually draw a box plot using your GDC.